Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So the other day we looked at the C64 Mini Black Edition that's going to come complete with 25 new C64 games. Now I say new, they are new from the last 10 years, so they're not from the original C64 era, but they are brand new sort of indie style games from the last 10 years, and I have to say they are all excellent games. Now I will play through all 25 games in a video coming very soon. But what I'm going to do in this video is show you the value of all of these games. I've had a lot of questions, obviously, is this worth it? You could probably pick these up from itch.io separately. Well, let's have a look at the value of how much that would actually cost if you were to do that. Okay, guys, so I've compiled all the games together with the year they were actually released, I believe, and the publisher, and the price that I've found on itch.io. Now, you could probably find the prices or some of these games elsewhere, such as maybe on Steam or Switch. So I'm really just focusing on the main site that you would find a lot of these games, which is itch.io, and obviously just concentrating on the digital version rather than the obviously physical version that you can get for some of these games, which puts the value up quite a significant bit compared to what we're looking at here. So first game is a Pig Quest. This was released a couple of years ago in 2023 from Piggy 18 or Protovision, who published the game. Now this is a pretty pricey game. It's £8.69 on itch.io, but it's a fantastic and a well-received game that's basically a sort of platform style game. It's really cool. It's certainly one of the better games in the last few years. Excellent stuff. The second game looking at is Karen and the Tangled Tentacles. This was from 2015, and this is actually free to download on itch.io. There are actually a few games on here that you can download for free, although I would probably recommend maybe just contributing a couple of dollars at least to the creator of these games. We've got Galencia. That was from 2017 from Protovision. That would actually cost you £3.74. Now I've converted these from the dollar price at whatever the current rate is, so this might vary depending on whenever you actually compile this sort of list. Now, Galencia was actually a free game sent to the C64 Mini in a firmware update round about the same sort of time. I can't remember, maybe 2018, 2019, but it was obviously included or added to the carousel on the original C64 Mini. The next game up, Good Night. This was from last year. This is from Cytronic as well, and this would cost you $2.99. Really good sort of platform style game where you really need to avoid the obstacles in the single screen and get to the basically the flagpole at the end of that stage, much like a little bit like a Mario style single screen game, but it's really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Grid Picks is from Thalamus or Carlton Handley. That one's only £1.49 from 2020. That's a sort of Picross style puzzle game, which is really fantastic. There's 100 sort of puzzles to solve, which I absolutely loved. There was also a Christmas edition of this as well released, which added another 20 or 30 levels, which was also really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Guns and Ghosts, that's also from Cytronic from 2016, £2.24. We've got Hessian from Cytronic from 2017, £1.49. This was also added to the C64 Mini in a firmware update as well at some point. We've got Hunter's Moon Remastered. Now, that obviously the original was released way back in, I think it was the early 90s perhaps. This was the remastered version that had a cracking sort of additional start of the game, which had it's a great intro basically they've introduced, and there's a few more levels and sort of things that they've added, but it's a great game. This is £3.74. It's Magic 2 from Protovision was £1.67. I got Monsters and Mayhem sort of vibes from that game. It is actually pretty decent. Joe Gun Gold Edition 2018, Cytronic. That's actually a free download for some reason. I don't really know why some of the games are free downloads and some are not, but I'm not entirely sure what the background is in some of that. We've got Nightingale from 2018, also from Cytronic for £3.74. Metal Warrior Ultra from 2020, Protovision, £8.24. That was another sort of pricier game, but it is actually really decent. Reminds me a little bit like Hessian. There's a few games that have that similar style here. Millie and Molly from Thalamus Carlton Handley, £1.49 from 2020. Another sort of single screen puzzle game that has 100 levels, but this one will probably take you months to solve. I really love this one. Highly received back in the day. I loved it. It was fantastic stuff. Obviously, if you don't like puzzlers, you probably won't want to get involved, but it's fantastic in my opinion. Next up, we get Nixie and the Seeds of Doom from 2024 from Haplo Bubblesoft. This was a free download. We've also got Ooze the Escape from 2023 from the same creators. Also a free download. We've got P.O. Snake from RGCD and / Antonio Savona, who seems to have a part in so many games on the C64 front, and all of them are really high quality. That is a free download as well. Pains and Aches from Cytronic 2018. This is apparently a Nightingale sequel. This is £3.74. We've got Planet Golf, which is probably more like a sort of style of golf game you'd maybe find on your phone or something, but it is really pretty cool and tricky and fun to actually play. This one's actually £6.99. Rocky Memphis, The Legend of Atlantis, is from Cytronic 2018, almost like a Indiana Jones style game there. That's £3.74. We've got Run and Gun from Thalamus Carlton Handley from 2021, a fantastic, obviously, run and gun game, as it's already said there. £1.49. Now, probably the most outstanding game here and the priciest game by far is Sam's Journey from Protovision in 2017. This sells for £17.99 once you do the conversion from the dollar rate. Very pricey, but it is a huge game and very high quality. It's almost like a Super Mario meets Gianna Sisters style game. Excellent stuff, and for the C64 it is absolutely mind-blowing the quality that seeps through in this game. Really, really good. Next up we've got Shadow Switcher from 2022 from Dr. Wuru. This was a free download. Spin and Image was from 2024, another fantastic single screen puzzle style game from Carlton Hanley. Interesting enough, Thalamus didn't pick this one up for publishing, but it's out there. You can actually download this one for free, and I would recommend it. It is actually really decent as well. We've got Steel Ranger from 2018 from Cytronic, £3.74. And finally we've got Yeti Mountain from the early part of last year, which was very well received from Protovision, £6.74. A sort of a murder mystery with a little bit of skiing chucked in on Yeti Mountain. Excellent game, it's good fun, and it's well worth purchasing. Now you're probably wondering, what does that all add up to? Now let's have a look. So believe it or not, that all adds up to £83.98, which I guess it might be a little bit mind-blowing to a lot of people, because I didn't think, a lot of people probably didn't think there was a lot of value in all of these sort of newer style games, but incredibly it totals up to pretty much the price of what you're going to be paying for the C64 Mini Black Edition. It was uploaded to various stores like Amazon, Smiths in the UK, and it's retailing at £89.99 or £90. So you're getting really, really good value for money. There's nothing really to complain about. Yes, the values will go up and down here, but I think there's actually really good value in this little Mini, and it's, I'd say, certainly worth a purchase, especially for these games. I've played through all of them, some obviously over the last few years and some pretty recently, and they are all really good games. Excellent value, and probably could be one of the best minis that they've released yet. Anyway guys, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you again in the next one. Stay tuned, I will play through all 25 games in an upcoming video.